take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium.
Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
49er first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll drop here to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. First down, Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On play action, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
He's at the 30. Past the 20. You'll get nothing. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 27.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Cardinals 7, 49ers 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
To George Kittle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
San Francisco.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first. In an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 14. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think it's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his one. That worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Back to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Play fake. Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off near the 34. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
It's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing again, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Steele. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 21. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. And they've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Tevin Coleman, the ball.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Third and short, McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Gain of 7. First down, 49ers.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not